Back in the old days, back way before the Great Depression, when we bought a pool table, we could have any color cloth we wanted as long as it was green. What the hell does that have to do with anything? I'm about to show you, bub. Sometimes you want to knock clusters out, but you should always be aware of where every ball in that cluster is going, including the cue ball. Other times it's convenient to knock a ball off throughout or use an object ball to stop the cue ball from traveling. And sometimes you want to hit a ball just to put it in a place where it's going to make it easier for you to run a rack. But most of the time, if your brake is working and you're playing good, you never want to touch another ball on the table. What you're looking for are pathways down the table, and they're the color of money. These are the green highways that are going to lead you to winning this game, this set, this match, and this tournament. See, it's like a map, and these are roads and streets and avenues and lanes and circles and stuff. And sometimes you get a big old highway, big old fat highway. But you gotta get off the dang highway and get some gas. Maybe play a little pinball, shoot some pool, act real cool. Stay out all night, it's gonna be alright. So the whole point is, when you get off these roads and highways, don't get in a wreck. Don't get in any kind of wreck ever. Never. Because you got to get back on the highway. Keep on trucking down the road, because the road is the color of money. Actually, this particular road is blue, but you get the gist.
Hey, what the hell is wrong with this dude?
In this next game, you're going to see me get bad on the 5 ball. I got on the wrong side of the 5 ball, and I should have been on the left side of it. And I got in a position like this right here. So this is a case, and it's my own fault. I screwed up. I need to hit that 9 ball and kind of draw it off the 9 and come back to this rail and bounce off to get back on the 6. And, I had the whole table to work with, so there's really like no excuse for not getting on the left side of the 5 ball to just, pop it over for that 6 ball. But the shot before that, I was actually jacked up over the 5, and I couldn't put a whole lot on it with any confidence, so I just kind of cinched the 4 ball to give myself some kind of shot on the 5. I just kind of poked it and just cinched the ball, and I knew I was going to get on the wrong side of it, but I didn't want to do anything too crazy and let the cue ball loose. So as I said, I had to put draw on that 5 ball shot and use the tip of the 9, and knowing that the 9 was going to go further down table and could tie up that 8 ball, which would have really left me in a bad position. So, the whole solution is not to get jacked up over the 5 ball when you're shooting the 4 ball or any ball. I could have got almost anywhere on the table. There's no excuse for it. It's just a mistake. And that forced me to do something I really didn't want to do and could have been a disaster. So maybe I got a little bit lucky, but I knew where that 9 ball was going. Always have an idea. If you have to hit another ball, always know where those balls are going and the cue ball. And before we actually go to the game, let's take a look at all the paths that you're looking for to get around this table. This next table layout is pretty odd, where we have the entire center of the table, top to bottom, wide open. So most of the balls are close to the rail or on the rail, which is not always a good thing. It's like a drill purposely set up to challenge you. It can be tricky. The basic main thing you got to remember here is do not bang into any balls ever. Don't ever do that unless you absolutely have to. Very occasionally, it's a luxury where it's just easy to do, and it'd be better to do it, but not necessary. That doesn't come up a whole lot. A more common scenario would be to knock clusters out or something like that. So let's go ahead and look at the layout and take a look at all this room we have to work with. And again, this is not always a good thing. It's not always easy. This one seems to be pretty easy, but usually you don't want this. You want balls spread evenly around the table, or as even as you can get them. You know what? Instead of doing all that and worrying about all that, what you could do is buy my secret aiming system. That's what you need. No, no, no. I don't have a secret aiming system. Don't send me any money. That was a joke. You too, all you sensitive pool players. That was a joke. No secret aiming system, no $1,800 shafts, and nothing, no secrets. You get great at pool by playing a lot of pool. And by not forgetting that you have a brain upstairs and you got to use it. That's the big key. That's a lot of people have great coordination and can make shots all day, but they don't use the brain. Don't send me any money. I'll donate it to the poor rich golfers. And buy them some golden golf carts with air conditioning in them. Yeah. And little bars with girly drinks and stuff. Peace, man. I'll see you next time.